Tonight will be the seventh, last night of Pesach for those of us who live in Eretz Israel. But actually, it goes straight into Shabbat, so it's kind of prolonged, and we sort of get the feeling of the people Chutz La'aretz outside of the land of Israel will be experiencing because they have 2 day Chag Yom Tov. But for us, it's not Pesach, the second day. It's just the Chag, the first day, and that goes into Shabbat. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the last day, Shvi shel Pesach, which is one of the most awesome moments in Jewish history. The moment where God split the sea, where the Jews had left and they were walking in desert and they had come to the vast waters. And that's when, after 3 days, the Egyptians decided to run after them. They regretted their decision of letting them go, Paro, and they caught up with them. And then the whole Jewish nation was trapped. There were the Egyptians on one side and the vast waters on the others. And they felt like this is it. We're doomed. We didn't make it. We left. We're going to die here. But what happened? Nachshon ben Aminadav, who had faith in God, when God said, go, go, don't worry, he took a step into the water. And God, on his merit, split and on merit of our forefathers. This is a machloket based on whose merit exactly it is that split the waters. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that God wanted this to happen. He wanted this nation and us to travel across these split waters on dry land to safety. And then when the Egyptians came running after them, the waters collided and killed them. And the Jewish nation saw. They saw the people that had enslaved them, the people they were worried, the people that haunted them at the night, the people they thought they will never be free from. They saw them drown in the waters. And they knew that moment that God really did set them free. These people, they cease to exist. They cannot enslave them anymore. They're free. They're free people to act and serve God as they believe, as they choose, as they want. And they sang from the depths of their heart. They sang in gratitude to God because it all came together for them. They knew that there was a promise to their people. You know, after they were enslaved for hundreds of years, they started, I'm sure, I mean, I don't know this, but I'm sure they started to wonder, if this is indeed is true, if God is their God, if God will save them. And when they saw that the Egyptians drowned and that they're free to go on to a better life, to receive the Torah, to inherit the land of Israel, to be their own people and their own nation, they were just overcome with joy and they sang in Shira, Az Yashir. And there was no more powerful moment. I mean, the moment is so powerful that we say it every single day. And it's so powerful. You know, we wonder why we would sing about the splitting of the sea every single day. But I'll tell you something. When you go through difficulties in your life, which we all do every single day, we go through difficulties in our life and we never think they're going to end. We think this is it. We're doomed. Our lives are doomed. If we reflect on this event that happened, we have hope. We have hope for our future. And I think this is what God wants us to do. He wants us to hope for our future. He wants us to rely on Him and not have to go the difficult route. You know, sing the song of gladness. Like right now, as a mother and a woman who has to prepare and do hug for a lot of people, and there's a lot to do with the shopping and the cooking and the cleaning. I just thank God. I say, God, thank you so much. Like now I'm here and I finished cooking for the 4 meals and my cabinets are full, my refrigerator's full. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but it seems like a miracle that I got here. Right? This is Bikatan, in the smallness of a situation. There are people going through obviously big things, difficult things, things that I hope no one should ever know, with war and fleeing their countries and not having and not knowing where they're going to be the next moment. But if we take that step in faith forward like they did, it's amazing because in my community, I'm just learning about these Ukrainians who came, and this school that my daughter goes to has housed a number of them, and they're helping them out. And they took that step. They took that step into the unknown, and they came here to Israel, which, if you follow the news, is a scary place. In reality, it's a beautiful, amazing, wonderful place of miracles that I witness every single day that I live here. I really do. Yes, there are tough times, but the miracles are way more abundant than the difficulties. And I see that with my own eyes. And I am forced to say Shira every morning from my heart when I see God's graciousness and I see the way He's led us through so many difficulties. And I choose to focus on that and give me strength and power to continue on. And I think that at this moment in time, when we come to the last day of Pesach, we're in history. God split the sea for our nation to walk through to get to the other side. And the intent was that they should get the Torah and that they should go to the promised land. This is what we can all do if we just decide to give into faith instead of panic. Because it's our choice, and it's just as easy to decide to believe than to decide to not believe and say, well, what are our chances? Imagine if everybody at the Yam Suf said, what are our chances of survival? I mean, that would have been ridiculous, right? They would never have believed they would have crossed. And I think that's why they were so ecstatic and why they sang with such joy of their hearts. But why do we have to wait for that moment? I mean, I feel God has proven himself in history that if you believe, like Nachshon ben Aminadav, the first person to step into the waters, great things can happen. Amazing things can happen. And that's the first step that I want to take when I'm leaving Chag Pesach on my way, still counting the Omer until we get to Shavuot, to believe in God and to know that He is good and to know that He is there. He's there. And if we don't see the good, it's because we're lacking. I really, truly thank God from the bottom of my heart that I exist, that I manage to be here talking to you, talking Torah of thousands of years old, that I know of it, that I connect with my ancestors thousands of years old. And in their zchut, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, that I'm here. I'm here. I mean, look, I'm not no tzaddikas, and yet I'm here. So I know that there's something for me to do, as there's something for all of you to do, and that we should focus on this last day, that the Yam Suf was split for our people, for you to exist and to do something amazing. And take that, keep counting. Shavuot is in the near distance, and we'll count until we get the amazing Torah that keeps me connected. I hope it will keep you connected. If you're watching me, then you care about Torah. And I wish you all a Chag Kasher Sameach. Only good things for all of us. And remember, miracles can and do happen. Chag Sameach.